talking about our March Madness Bracket Challenge. We touched on it in a previous show. Manny and I were tied for first at that point, but he fell from greatness. He ended up in last place with a 20% percentile.
Sorry.
And his overall ranking was 1,171,217.
Good job, bro.
So,
can't win them all.
so really went downhill from the last show. So the final standings is I ended up in first with 74 points. Ross made a little comeback and was in second with 64 points. Ooh. Theo made a super comeback with third, 53 points. Then Ashley got 50 points, and then Manny got 46. But no one predicted the national champion correctly, which is unfortunate. Kansas is the biggest shocker for me. I think the biggest part of that was that they held Perry Ellis to 4 points, which was insane since his average this season was 16.9 points. And then in the Sweet 16 game against Maryland, he got 27 points. And in both the first 2 rounds, he got 21 points. So from going from 21 points to 27 points to 4
points
is insane. Like Devontae Graham was the only reason why they were even close because he got 17 points. Mm-hmm. So the fact that they held Perry Ellis that insanely low, like that is a huge reason, plus the turnovers as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You said the turnovers, and you look at the statistics from the game, and Kansas led in just about every major one. Field goals, 3-point percentage, rebounds, and then, I mean, the big one which cost them in the end, turnovers.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Villanova took care of the ball, and then down the stretch, they made big plays. They made their free throws, which is huge. They made all their free throws down the stretch, and they got the ball from Kansas to seal the win.
Yeah, and they made 13 points off of those turnovers, which is so capitalizing off of the turnovers, which is important. And they had a 10-0 run, so that kind of was when they really sealed the deal for them.
It was tough, but they held their ground. They stayed composed, and they pulled out the victory.
Yes, disappointing.
Biggest
for me,
upset,
for sure.
And as much as we're talking Kansas, you gotta give credit to Villanova. I'm definitely.
You hate Villanova. I know you hate Villanova.
Hate is a strong word. But we'll use hate. I hate it. But they were actually a 2 seed, but a lot of people thought that they should have been a 1 seed. Mm-hmm. And they have a great team, so credit to them. Mm-hmm. Good luck to them, and we'll see where it takes them.
I think Syracuse, the fact that they're still in it.
It was another one. Everybody was complaining. Yeah, everybody was crazy.
Yeah, to make it to the Final Four as a 10 seed.
That's great.
That's such a huge thing.
It was the lowest RPI score for a team to get into the tournament.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were ranked lower than Alabama, who was a 2 seed, 3 seed in the NIT.
Yeah,
that's how poorly that Syracuse was.
Yeah, they were like in the bubble. They were not.
I mean, Jim Boeheim didn't coach for 5 games at the beginning of the season because of the suspension, and it's hard to kind of delegate where okay, Syracuse is normally a team that should be in the tournament, so putting them at a 10 seed would that work out? And ultimately it did, and it worked out well for Syracuse. And in that game, it was just coming down to the 2-3 defense that Jim Boeheim put in. It worked exactly against the Virginia offense. The Virginia, slow it down, work for possession, really lower the amount of attempts that each team takes, and Syracuse just completely disregarded that.
But it's that patented 2-3 zone. I mean, we see it game in and game out almost every time, and nobody has an answer for it. Yeah. This time it wore them down, and the Cavs could not break it, and they could not score any points off of it, leading to the orange upset.
Mm-hmm. I also think another big part of that game was Marcus Brogdon also did not have the game that he should have had. There's multiple times where he had wide open opportunities from 2, from 3, in big situations in the game that he should have come through for his team as a senior captain, defensive player of the year. Malachi Richardson hit a 3 directly in his face to put Syracuse Orange up against Virginia.
Yeah, 23 points he got, and his average was 13.3 points a game. So he had a big game.
Stepped up.
But then you have to remember that at the beginning, Virginia, or at the end of the first half, they were 16 points ahead. Yeah. So Syracuse had a 16-point deficit. I didn't see it coming.
And that's the true madness in March that everyone talks about, because Virginia, they were actually 68-0. The games previous before when they're leading by 10 points. Yeah. And they lost. I mean, the first 32 minutes, they were great. In the next 11 possessions, they had turnovers, just not getting rebounds, and just it just died down.
Exactly.
And a lot of that was to the full court press.
Yeah. So. And Jim Boeheim said before the game, he said, when I run our full court press, it's going to work for 2 minutes and 2 minutes only. And that's exactly what happened during the game. Yeah. Tony Bennett did not have the answer for the fast break. If you watch clips of the game, you see the Virginia offense on the fast break literally break down.
Yeah.
They don't know how to run the fast break because that's just not the kind of coach and not the kind of system that Virginia ran. And Jim Boeheim had the exact chess match piece to go against that, and it was just phenomenal to watch.
Yeah.
So it was literally chess on a basketball court.
Great coach game by Jim Boeheim.
Yeah. So shout out Syracuse. You know, they're actually the true Cinderella of the tournament.
Yes, exactly.
And shout out my cousin who plays for Syracuse.
Wow.
So good luck to him.
Yeah,
Who's your cousin?
Billy. Well, he doesn't really play, but he's on the team though. So yeah, it's close enough. Yeah, I'm pulling for Syracuse.
Thanks guys for watching Outboxed Sports. Our bracket challenge is now over, especially if it's March Madness isn't over. By the time you see this, it might be over. It will be over. It will be over. But our challenge ended like 2 weeks before because
we all
we all were wrong.
We all fly.
Michigan State though. Next year, Michigan State's gonna win.
We'll see. So follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and on Facebook at Outboxed Sports, and you can see our final standings, which I will be posting. Thanks guys for watching, and we'll have new videos every week.